Hey Lauren, so what brings you in today?
I'm really struggling.
What are you struggling with?
Well, I just feel like if I don't talk to someone and I just continue to hold what's going on inside of me, that I'm gonna explode.
So what's inside of you? What's that thing that you're holding on to?
I'm just feeling really overwhelmed and burdened. My husband struggles with depression, and he goes through cycles where he does better, and then but right now he's definitely going through what I would call a major depressive episode. Like, he can't get out of bed. He's struggling going to work. I'm constantly caring for him and worried about him. And I feel like that's making me feel depressed. Like, I feel like I'm becoming depressed because of his depression.
And how long has this been going on for?
A really long time. He has struggled with depression for probably about 10 years. And, when we first noticed it, we were young and newly married, and I really tried to, care for him and take all of his responsibilities on myself. And I don't know, part of me feels like I've enabled him to be depressed because he knows that I will take care of things, but now I'm starting to feel depressed with just the weight of the burden. And I don't know what to do. And I feel like I have to do everything all the time. And I have to be happy for him, but I don't feel it on the inside.
So you feeling like you're more of a caregiver in the situation?
Oh, very much so. Because as husband and wife, we should be supporting each other and there for each other, but I feel like I'm the one who takes care of all of the life situations. Like, he works and he makes a good income, and I'm thankful for that, but lately he doesn't even want to go to work. But I feel like I take care of everything else. And so with me having feelings of depression, I worry about the effect on our children. I worry about him becoming more depressed because I can't make him not depressed. It is a constant struggle for me.
Okay.
Plus, I work and I go to school and I maintain our home life. I just have so much burden, and then caring for him as well. I just feel overwhelmed.
Okay, so for what I'm getting here is that your husband has been suffering from depression for quite a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And that has affected you, and the way that it's affected you is that you've just been taking on all the responsibilities.
Oh, yes.
So you've been the dependable person for your family,
Mm-hmm.
and now it's come to a point where it's not just affecting you, but it's also affecting your children.
That's right, and it's affecting me. I don't think you can catch depression. I think that it can be genetic and it can be situational, but his depression is affecting me to the point where I feel depressed.
So you feel frustrated?
Yes, very much so.
You feel dependable?
I feel overburdened.
Mm-hmm.
I am dependable, I know that, but I feel overburdened with all that I have to do to help him and maintain our family and my own responsibilities. But in truth, the reason I'm here today is that I'm really starting to feel depressed, and I don't want to get out of bed, and I don't want to function, and I'm not behaving. I'm not doing the things that I used to do. It's the bare minimum to get tasks done.
And have you thought about doing any kind of self-care for yourself?
What is self-care?
Self-care is something that you do for yourself in order to maintain your health and to be able to accomplish those tasks. You need to be able to take time for yourself and do something that you like, something that you love to do. Is that something you've done recently?
I mean, I'm trying to think about what do I even like to do. I think lately my life has just been so focused on my husband and his needs, and making sure that maybe my children don't really notice what's going on. Although they're smart, they know. They've lived in a house with a depressed father. They know what that looks like. But really, I don't think I've been doing anything for myself. I mean, working isn't really for yourself. That's for your family too. Even though it's something I do alone without them. I can't really think of anything.
Well, let's talk about your support system and how and who in your life you feel like you can count on, and anybody that comes to mind.
Yes. I have two very dear close friends that have been friends for basically my whole marriage with David, so they know the ins and outs, and I can be really honest with them, and they're both very godly women who encourage me and kind of, help me to see what I need to do. And then my mother, of course, I talk to her on the daily.
So how about you try to start saying no to things?
What would that look like?
So that's what I want you to see. What would that look like for you if you were to say no to some things and rely on that support more?
So for me, it would be hard for me to say no to my husband when he's asking me for things, or when he needs me, but I could definitely say no to things outside of my family that might give me more time, maybe even to do things for myself, like, if extended family wants me to drive to their house and spend time with them, I shouldn't feel pressured to do that. I could say no, which I typically don't. I tend to be very willing, and maybe I need to say I have to take that time for myself and let that be a valid reason of why I can't come and see you. I have family that lives in town, like extended family that lives in town, that I wouldn't say are necessarily part of my support group. I would say that I'm part of theirs. Does that make sense?
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So once again, you're the person that they rely on for support.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, that's good that you have a couple people that you feel like you can rely on or ask favors, and that will go back to that self-care. Okay. Being able to ask for that help.
Okay.
Being able to say no to those things that we can start off with, like you said, you can't say no to your husband, but you can say no to some extended family members or some other situations.
Sure.
And that will also incorporate into that self-care, giving you that time to take care of yourself and do something for you.
Yeah. You know what I would really love to find time to do every day is just go be outside. Maybe walk the dogs, or I like playing tennis. But really I like to just be out of doors. Maybe walk to the park and let the dogs play, or something like that. That would bring me. I mean, is that a type of self-care?
That's definitely a type of self-care, because you're taking time for yourself.
Okay.
Going to the outdoors is definitely something that will be very helpful to you, and that's a perfect way to take care of yourself and just give yourself time to think and give yourself time to be by yourself, and
even if it's just a 15-minute walk.
That's all it takes. Yes.
Okay.
That's all it takes. Do you think that's something you'll be able to incorporate in your day?
If I make it a priority, I think that. Yeah, I think that. But I guess that would be making myself a priority.
Exactly.
At that point too, right?
Yes.
Right.
Because if you're able to take care of yourself, then you're able to take care of others. Take care of those responsibilities that you have.
I think that sounds like a great idea. I've been so busy doing. And I even look at taking care of the dogs like another task that I have to do. And they could go with me, but it just kind of changed my focus of, it would be for me.
Mm-hmm.
I will try and do that. I don't know how much it'll help, but I'll try.
That's something that we can start with, and then for our next session, we can see how that went and see if there's something else that we can try and what we can do next. But I think that's something that you should be able to try for this next session. Do you agree?
Yeah, I will try. I will. It may not be every day, but I'll try and get that done.
Yeah.
And not think about it as something I have to get done, like another task. But I think it would be good to be able to literally walk away from my husband's depression and do something for me.
Yeah. And it's all about taking, like you said before, making yourself a priority. Because if you're able to take care of yourself, then you're able to help your husband, which is something that you want to keep doing.
Yes.
But at the same time, you don't want to fall into that, what you say you're falling into that depression. So taking care of yourself will definitely reflect on that.
That makes me feel a little hopeful that I can move past this.
Okay, Laura.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, so we'll see each other next time, same time next week.
How long do we need to see each other for?
I would say about like 45 minutes
Okay.
a session.
Okay, and how many weeks do you think?
Well, we can discuss that according to your insurance and how many ever you need and how we can work that.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay.